Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you, a little midday money. September the 1st, Thursday. Welcome on into the show. A little after 11. Apologize for that. Ran a little late today. I ended up talking to my mom, and then I just lost track of the time. I told Tim, I'm like, oh my goodness, give me 5 minutes. Sorry. I just got to talk to mom, right? So, like, subscribe, ring the bell. Max Wager, winning free picks wherever you're watching. Thank you. Appreciate the watches. The thumbs up, thumbs down. Comments more important because for the live show, I need some comments to go back and forth because after we give out our picks, that's it. We could end it in 5 minutes. It could go an hour. We could go 46 minutes, and then I freeze, and then Tim comes in. It happens. 7 Day Steel is scrolling underneath if you're interested in getting on board. Otherwise, don't get it. I don't know, but we'll talk about why you should in a second. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. The picks are on Twitter. If you're on the Twitter universe, you get the baseball, football. It's all right there. So again, give me a follow. Say hello. Why not? I threw out a little 12 seconds. So my son had a game yesterday, I was telling you guys, and gals for that matter. And they gave him a little handoff. He almost scored a thick 6 from the 2. He got dragged down. He runs like a cement mixer climbing Mount Everest, pulling a piano that's being played by a pair of elephants. Like there's a bunch of pachyderms behind him. He didn't put his head down. If he put his head down, he probably would have knocked the guy over and got in. But, what are you going to do? He was happy. 2-0 yesterday in the video. 2 totals. Get there for us. 181 and 178, 29.42. Plus money here in the video. And for the season totals, now 177 and 128. Not too bad. Favorites, 57 and 35. We'll mention those. I brought that up in a hot second to emphasize those in a minute. 446, 432, plus 29.66, 441, 442, plus 13.23. Again, total shop around, especially now with football. Halves, points matter, whether it be in a total or a spread, NBA, college hoops, NFL, college football. They add up. You see it right there. It's a $1,500 difference. I mentioned me betting faves. So I have what? 800, nearly 900 games, 880 something games bet. Let's just say 900. We'll round it up because they have some pushes in there that I don't mention. 57 and 35 with favorites. Favorites on the year are cashing at a 60% clip. Now I have a losing record on one site, little over 500 on another site, plus money big on both sites. And that is with run lines, with totals, and obviously not betting faves. So I'm happy about that, having a winning baseball season. Probably still have a winning baseball season. Unders, again, I'm an under kind of guy. Unders yesterday, right? Baltimore, Yankees, only at 52%. So everything working against me. I'm still showing a plus baseball season. Yeah, it's been a little rough week. I get it. We're going to have a rough patch. It happens. If you don't think it's going to happen, you're not going to be betting long. You're going to get swept out to sea in a week or less, and then you're going to have to wait a couple weeks to be like, oh, I got buried. I had the Braves run line again. Oh no, I had the Yankees. I know they've lost 3 in a row, but I keep doubling up thinking they're due to win. Listen, it doesn't work that way. You're going to have losing days. All right. Mets under day, only play. And I didn't even bet this game. I did this yesterday as a free pick. I have all the games today. I said last night when we did a little college football preview here, I'm like, I really don't like any of these baseball games today. I don't. I sort of like the Mets. The line came down a little bit. Right, you got Kershaw coming back, which you can go 5 innings. Again, the under, you got teams that aren't not hitting. Again, I had Mets run line last night. Mets and Yankee run line. 2 losers there. But, yeah, I can't. Can I say, yeah, we like Logan Gilbert. You want to go run line plus a little money? Sure. White Sox, Cueto's pitching well. I understand. Do I want to get involved in that squad? Maybe they'll show some life with a new manager taking over there. Again, why am I running into that? Although I did think about betting the Nationals on the run line today, plus 180, believe it or not, with Espino. Orioles, again, I thought about the under. I've had it a couple times. No, thank you. Texas, my guy Glenn Otto versus the ageless Rich Hill. Possibly an overplay. Again, I'm not looking to bet something. I got some college football already lined up tonight. A Strider, right? Yesterday I'm like, you know what? Maybe a little Strider on our own line. And Tim was like, oh yeah, that's a 180 by the way. Yesterday, whatever it was. I'm like, what's he laying? $4? Okay, pass. And then Woodruff and Merrill Kelly. Possible underplay there in Arizona. I'm not. You don't got to force it. We don't have to force it here. Mets under for the video. College football, losing week last week in the video. It happens. I go 2-4, but the video ones don't get there. It's in these games here we got thrown up here. We'll see how they go. Oklahoma State under, and I added Pitt. I said I was going to add Pitt minus the 7.5. I added here to the video. And then Friday, Saturday games are there. Again, everything is on Twitter. If you want to come twittering with me, come say hello. Let's get to the conversation here. I got my football. Let me pull my college by me because I'm sure people will ask some questions. Michael, good morning. Mets Dodgers, Bassett been good at home. Of course, come off DL. Yes, that's the thing here. That's why, again, under, right? We have not seen either team hit. I would lean under in the Mets just because it's Kershaw off the DL kind of stint. That's it, But otherwise, again, I got under in the video. That's it. I didn't even play it. I was just trying to find something I almost played. That was it. A lot of times, the games in the chat, you know this, Michael, are games I put out as premiums and games I do bet on. Justin, thank you. Rockies team total again. Here we go. Another cover. Well, they've covered the other two. Outright winner, another winner, and you're forget about even if you get them at a run and a half, they're still plus 160, Michael. You'd still be making money. Boston over, yeah, right? I mean, Glenn Otto, Rich Hill, why not? Although I saw a stat on Rafael Devers has just been in the tank the second half of the season. Yikes. Tennessee over the 66. Is that supposed to be in a half? Because I see a Tennessee at 66.5 all over the place. I understand what Tennessee. I got Tennessee at 31, so let's go. I want to blow out. Pitt under, yes, I'm on the Pitt under with you. I got Pitt under a 54. Louisiana Tech plus the 11. I kind of like that a little bit. Again, no action on it, but I understand. And Pitt minus 7, yes. Ray Reddington is in the house. Good morning. I did only cause my thinking was Cole hasn't been that bad. That's why run line at minus 115. I had the Mets run line at plus 175. I know he's going to come in and give up 2 or 3, Cole. And then I'm like, Angels have trouble. And even last night's game. All right, Ohtani hit a home run. You got it, infield single, and then a couple errors. There should be nobody on base. And that changes the. Okay, so maybe the Yanks win 2-1 instead of losing 3-2. You don't know because things change. Maybe he's not getting that pitch. Maybe it's still 2-0. Maybe that game ends 3-1 Yankees. My thing was Cole's going to give up maybe a run. The Yanks are going to scrape across a couple runs. They're starting to hit a little bit. Well, again, I'm not running to bet the Yanks. I say that all the time, right? If I do Yankees, it's basically a run line play. And they have been bad second half. They've been bad in August. What was their August record? 8-20. Never a run line with the Yankees. Never. Lock of the day, way easy. Angels team total over 2.5. Yeah, real easy. You needed 2 errors in the inning to get that. And even that, they got it on a homer. I don't know if it's easy, but good win for you. Lock of the day today. Rangers money line, Red Sox getting smashed. I like Glenn Otto. I like the Rangers team, so okay. Well, the Sox are favored because they're home. It's Boston, and you see Glenn Otto coming to the hill today, and no one's running to back him. They say, "Hey, you got traded for Joey Gallo. Are you any good?" Yeah, his numbers are not terrible on the season overall. And his last 7 games, he's pitched well, right? He's got a 3.70 ERA. That's keeping a team in it. And when you're playing a team like Boston, why Why are you favored? Uh, Now, 4 runs versus Detroit, none versus Minnesota, one versus Oakland, two versus Houston, two versus White Sox, four LA, again on the road. Here's the thing: four on the road LA, three to Seattle, three to Seattle, four to Oakland. He's good for a 3 spot. But on the flip side of that, you have a Boston team, as you said, sinking. It's a sinking ship. It's Titanic Part 2. Last place. Last place, Boston Red Sox. Yeah, Kershaw's not going far. 4 or 5 today. Purdue, I got Penn State -3 in the under. I'm grabbing Penn State. Again, this team, I think 11-11 the last couple of years. Nothing good, right? Like Penn State, I'm just not sold on Purdue. And I like the coach. I mean, they're like one of those teams I kind of like to bet on, right? They're not the sexy team. You're playing up the big bad. It's Penn State. Here come the Nittany Lions. Look at us. I don't know. Something just said Penn State for me. I also got the under in case if it's a typical ugly Penn State team and this game is 16-6 or something ridiculous. Home dog, though, I'm not going to say no to a home dog in college football week 1. And it's a big school coming in. Tate, I appreciate it. I try to bring the magic to the show. Try to bring the magic. So for those of you who watched last night, I did a quick little rundown. I did all the games and stuff like that. I just want to throw out here. This is what I have bet. All right. These are my games I've already locked in for the weekend. We got 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There should be 12 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're all there. And, I mentioned the 7-day steal on Win Free Picks page. It costs you $31, I think, with the promo code. I have no packages up this weekend, and I'm not getting any packages up for NFL Week 1 either because, I have a Pitt under 54, and it's at 51.5. I can't come in and have somebody buy a game, a single or a 3-game package and say, oh, you got the Volunteers 31.5. Well, the line is 36.5. It's 35.5. Sorry. Penn State line, I think, it's still 3.5. Okay, if that's a 3.5 at a 52, not much movement on that one. I got a 54. Minnesota 55.5. It is a 53. Michigan State -18. That is now a 21. Illinois plus 5.5. That game is a 1.5. It was actually there was just a couple picks last night. TCU an 8.5. High. It's 13.5. Appalachian State +3. That game is a pick'em -1, +1 rather. Michigan State over 57.5. It is 61.5. Ohio State 14.5. That game is I think it was a 17 yesterday when I did my show, Ross Benjamin. I think it's still the same kind of number there. I just got to find it on the schedule here. Well, it doesn't make a difference. Notre Dame gets throttled here. Anyway, I'll find it and I'll give you the update in a second. And James Madison. This is the one that didn't work out in my favor. It's 7, and there is a 6 out there. So, otherwise, you see the lines. They've moved a little bit. Nothing will be on the site as a package. Again, I say buy a weekly or seasonal 17 and a halves out here for this Notre Dame game. I mean, number 2 versus number 5, and we're laying basically you got to win by 3 touchdowns. Not saying all these games win. I had some good numbers last week. They didn't come in. Help me in the Illinois under, though. But sometimes the numbers don't mean you win. Nice to be ahead of them. We'll see what happens. We will see. Why did I pick the Yanks on my last leg parlay? You picked the Yanks because, like everybody else, the Yanks are due to win. So everybody's going to bet the Yanks. They'll come on them again today. No way they could. They're not even playing today. Who they got tomorrow? They back home or where are they tomorrow? Seattle? People bet the Yanks, and I run lined them. I kind of liked, hey, I'll take a shot. I'm going to go under Yanks. Maybe they win 3-1. They're not hitting. I know they weren't hitting, so the under is good. How are you laying with the Yanks still?
Yanks start a series with Tampa. 6-game lead now.
I heard on the radio Tampa is plus. Pull this up because I might actually do this one today. See what's on Will Hill or BetMGM or something for Tampa to win the East. I think it's plus 2,000.
Unfortunately, I have zero access to any of those books, so I'll give you the, give you the one from my book, and it's 14-1.
Tampa Bay to win the American League East, baby. Tampa always plays the Yanks stuff. Yanks.
They're still 6 games against them, and the Yankees have not looked good, and the Rays have.
Choke City, baby. I said the Rays are getting their guys back.
Rays win the division, and then the Yankees go down in the wild card.
Elliot's a big Yankee fan. Yanks don't make the playoffs. How about that? What are the Yankees not to make the playoff odds?
Okay, I wouldn't go that far because in order for that to happen, they would have to get passed by Tampa, Seattle, Toronto, and Baltimore. And if that's the case, Baltimore to win the division is 20,000. But no,
really, they got to slip that far to not make the playoffs. They have to
slip down that far.
Oh, that's right, because it's 4 teams, right? So they got 3 wild cards.
There's 3 wild cards. So no, they're going to make the playoffs, but they'll end up facing the only chance that the Yankees have in the first round is if they get to go up against Minnesota.
Yankees not making the playoffs are not a totally far-fetched thing. If they're going to tank up here, let me pull up their schedule because they have. You said what?
It would take an absolute miracle for them to miss the playoffs.
At Tampa, home against Minnesota, who they usually beat up on, but you never know. I mean, they got some pitching problems. At Tampa, they have home against Tampa, which again, Tampa gives problems. Boston gives them problems. You don't think Boston in mid-September going to be like, all right, our season stinks, but the Yanks are reeling right now. Let's knock them out.
Okay, I understand all that, but
in Milwaukee,
order for them to miss it, it's going to take a lot.
Say they go 1-2, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, 3-4.
You would have to lose
3-4, 6-6.
You'd have to lose 10 games in the standings in order to do anything.
Toronto sweeps them.
And you would have to have an absolute collapse.
I'm all for chaos.
If in the last 30 games left, I think the Yankees would have to go 5-25 in order for them not to make the playoffs. I think they can go 10-20 and still make it.
I think they just went 8-20 in August, so 5-25 isn't that far off.
But it would take Tampa to go on a big run. It would take Toronto to go on a big run. It would take Baltimore to go on a big run and Seattle to go on a big run in order to even come close to the Yankees. As much as you want to crap on them, I don't think they missed the playoffs. As much as I would love to see the Yankees absolutely collapse and miss the playoffs, it's not going to happen. But they will lose in the first round as long as they don't have to play Minnesota. Because Minnesota, they'll beat.
Bet 100 on Seahawks. If it loses, blame goes to Tim.
Listen,
right? I like Seattle.
You and Tim.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I like Seattle with you.
Yep, Seattle.
This was a 4 early in the season. I'm like, you got to like Seattle. Got to kind of like the under. And now it's up to 6. Everybody's going to be betting on Denver. Not this guy. Atlanta run line minus 180. No, thank you. Seattle money line minus 155 and a Dodger money line. I don't know. I think you go 2-1 maybe. No way to Braves lose another run line game, right? They're due to break out. And they should hit Cole, but they should hit the other 2 guys too. Stop betting the Yanks. Only at home and only when the price is good, which is rare. The price is never good at the Yankees at home. When is the price good? When they're facing some Cy Young guy? Oh, we got to get the Yanks. We're minus 120. Who are they facing? McClanahan, Manoah, Verlander. I mean, no. Run line only Yankees. I don't think I've bet a Yankee money line the entire year. White Sox are playing the Kansas City Royals. KC with Daniel Mengden. Was he a next Met?
Who?
Mengden? Why do I think they
No, he is not. This is his first major league appearance.
Eesh.
Right? No. That's Kansas City. Never mind. Somebody else is making them. The Waldy Chuck for
Yeah,
Oakland's making his major league.
that's the Yankee. That's the Yankee guy.
Magnan played for Oakland, and Kansas City this year. He's
All
pitched
right.
4 times this year for 4 1/3 innings. He's a bullpen
Nice.
guy.
Any good college football unders? Well, I got under pitch 54, under Penn State 54.5, and under Minnesota 55.5. That's what I got. And I talked about these not only last night, but I think I mentioned them when we were doing the shows last weekend. I was down on these games already. Jojo Rabbit. White Sox play the Orioles. Really? I thought the White Sox were playing Kansas City. But, okay. I could be wrong. I thought the Orioles were playing Cleveland.
Yeah, it's Orioles and Cleveland. And, you're right, Higgs. He's not right.
I know that. He's Elliott. Do I like the Orioles today over Cleveland with Bieber? I mean, it's what am I gonna say? Don't take a shot at a plus 160. How about another under? They've both gone under 9 of the last 10. It's been a under frenzy for both these teams. I'll just kind of stick with the unders. It's been rolling along nicely for both teams. I like the under White Sox with our guy Cueto, the ageless Johnny Cueto continues to get it done with his sub-3 ERA. Unbelievable. It's just tough taking an under when you got a guy who pitches 2/3 of an inning every 4 days. But on the side of that, I'm kind of like, you know what? Maybe the White Sox just mail it in, right? But then again, you have maybe they start playing better because the coach is gone. I mean, why? I'll take a shot with the Orioles today. You don't even know who the Orioles are playing, Elliot. You think they're playing the White Sox. You're not even in the right stadium. A's yesterday. Again, A's, Nats. People are like, oh, let's get this game. I want to do Nats run line today, believe it or not. I'm going over Mizzou. Where's this Mizzou matchup? Louisiana Tech 61.5. Because this is the thing with Missouri, because the defense is so bad, right? I gave up what, like 33, 34 points last year. But you're also playing more SEC. Tech's got a new coach. Although, they got their stud receiver back. And I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 sides and totals tonight. This is not one of them. Not even a free pick. This didn't even make the free pick video. It's a Central Michigan game. We have how many? We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. And this one didn't even make a free pick or a premium. That's how confident I am in either side there. White Sox will come back and knock off the Twins. Luce ain't coming back. Robertson, Grandel, and Berger coming back.
I was only saying that that the Yankees would win a series against the Twins because they own the Twins. That was the whole purpose of it. They've won 10 straight postseason games against the Twins, whatever it is. I wasn't saying that the White Sox weren't coming back, but they're not. But I was saying the only chance that the Yankees win a series in the playoffs is if they go up against the Twins.
5 back for the Sox. And you have 3 against Minnesota at home. So you got Minnesota up next. Then you have a road trip. 3 at Seattle, not easy. 4 at Oakland. You If you want any shot of making playoffs, you go 3-1 there. 2 against Colorado at home. Back on the road for 1 at Cleveland. Thank you, Strike, early in the year. 3 at Detroit, 3 Cleveland, 3 more Detroit, 3 at Minnie, 3 at San Diego, 3 at Minnie again. 9 games versus Minnesota. 9 versus Minnesota. The team 3.5 games ahead of you. Elliott, yeah, cover up. Berger is back. I like Jake Berger. I like him. I like Vaughn. I like the White Sox offense. I think it's good. I like it. Problem is that you got guys getting hurt all the time, so that's a problem. 2, Kopech took a huge step backwards. Lance Lynn should be retiring. Cueto, here, like, again, you've heard me say this about the Angels. Like, can they get some pitcher to come out and just have a breakthrough year? Johnny Cueto, again, he's got 500 record 99. He's got a sub-3 ERA. Like, you waste a solid year from a guy who should have been like your third or fourth starter, right? But you let Rodon go. Giolito, huge step back. Lynn showing his age. Kopech spit the bit. What do you got here? Nothing. You get nothing. Pit under, yes. Tech under. Again, I got no. I just said, man. That is one game. All games today, I got stuff on every game.
I like La Tech today, if that means anything to anybody. Anybody that got it. I got La Tech plus 20.5.
Groovy Cap says Pennsylvania Day. Pitt and Penn State all day. I'm hoping so. The over-and-in yesterday, Sox rose, but will today. I mean, Cueto is pitched well. I mean, am I betting on Kansas City to come rake this guy for 5, or do you got the White Sox scoring 8 today? You know, this game 9-3 to get over the total. 9-1. You need what? You need 10 runs. Groovy needs a burger for lunch. Orioles bats could be their demise. Listen, overachieve, and now you kind of hitting a little wall. It happens. Maybe they could have made a deal at the break to bring in a bat. You traded a bat away. You traded a bullpen guy away for whatever reason. I don't understand that. This is baseball. You don't know what's going to happen next year. Like, yeah, we have a great year. We're going to go forward next year. I don't know. The Yanks still have a $250 million payroll. Tampa Bay is always a solid team. Boston has limitless funds, and they'll want to reload or do something special there. Toronto's going to be, I think they'll be better because they start out so bad. Like, the pitching's only going to get better. And here you go. You're in a shot, and you let it. We're not going to go for it, even though we're in the playoff hunt. Terrible move. Smoke too much. Get off that weed. Cleveland will win. They got Bieber and those orange birds. I think if you're going to do Cleveland, I think it's got to be a run line. I'm not laying 180. 115 on a run line plus money, sure. Yeah, medium. More rare. I'm a medium rare guy. Medium rare. Mustard, absolutely. No ketchup. See, I don't mind a tomato on my burger, but I don't like ketchup. Not a fry guy. Called the yellow burger needs French mustard. The Frenchie's mustard.
I always tell you how I like my burger, but you probably would completely disregard everything I say on it.
Are you a guy who wants well done steak? You're one of those guys?
Oh no, not how it's cooked. No, if I'm going after a burger, I do pepper jack cheese because I kind of like spicy cheese.
That's fine.
Bacon,
yes.
Egg on there too.
Throw an egg on there?
Yeah. Throw a
fried egg. I get it.
I
get it.
Have the
over medium, so
on it. It's got like a nice. No, I know that's kind of my thing.
So my friend's restaurant down in LBI, we have a burger. It's called the Dragon Burger. It's a burger, bacon, the over easy egg, and an onion ring on it.
Ooh. And then if I'm feeling in like a morning type of mood, I'll put a little bit of maple syrup on it. But hey, don't knock it.
Get out of here, you country bumpkin. What are you doing? I like. My burger's standards like bacon, Swiss, and like mushrooms on it. No
mushrooms.
Yeah, I like mushrooms.
Yeah,
they're tasty. I went Nerfy, Dodgers, Mets, and D-backs, Brewers. I don't hate them, Markel. You know I'm always an under guy, so yes. Indians are playing Twins 10 times this December. So they got the Twins 10 times, and the White Sox got the Twins 9 times. We're gonna good for the AL Central. We're gonna have a
Twins
battle.
are gonna win the division by 6 games, or they're gonna be down 7.5 in 2 weeks.
That is a fun one to watch there.
Yeah,
David.
okay. I mean, it's kind of similar to the AL East. You got everybody playing everybody. So the AL is going to be a lot more fun because I know, like, looking at it the rest of the way for the Mets, they get the Braves 3 more times, no more Phillies. After this, no more Dodgers. The only tough competitors they have after this series is Milwaukee and then Atlanta. Like, you're not getting all the intense rivalries. We played the Phillies like 12 times in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, you played them early,
which is fine. That was fantastic, but whatever.
Yeah, well, you win, you lose. You can make up games down the road because now you're playing who's ever on the deck.
Exactly.
Listen, and this is why it's good for you have your DeGrom working his way back. McGill come back. You got guys. You don't have
McGill
to
will be in the bullpen, and Cookie should be back this weekend.
You still got a little lead, right? 3-game lead.
3-game lead.
All right.
And then you get Washington, Miami, Oakland, Pittsburgh for 7 games, and you get a lot of Mets should be able to clinch the division based on their schedule. Should.
Well, yeah, here we go. Washington 3, Pitt 3, 6 at Pitt at Miami. That's 9. Those 9 games, you better go 8-1.
Oh yeah, anything less than that's a failure.
I mean, really. I mean, how you got 3 at home, Washington at Pitt at Miami. How maybe you lose one to Miami because Miami does have good pitching.
Yeah, Miami's a tough team. Maybe Alcantara pitches one of those games. And
maybe again 7-2. If you go 6-3, people are like, well, you win a series 2-1. I understand that, but let's be honest. That Cubs come to town.
The Atlanta Braves, which are not going to start losing.
Cubs come to town. Cubs are scrappy. The Cubs are going to take a game from you, and if you don't watch it, next thing you know, you get swept by them or something ridiculous. I mean, you say no because you're like, I got Scherzer and I got DeGrom, bro. I saw Scherzer and DeGrom pitch 1-0 games and lose, so anything's possible. 1-0 could easily turn into 2-1 the other way on a half homer. And then again, Pittsburgh sweep that 4 at home.
Yep.
Again, you should beat the Cubs, but I'm saying the Cubs they went to Toronto to win a game.
Yeah. The thing is, their pitching's just a little bit weird right now, so
they'll take a game. Milwaukee's slumping. You should take 2 out of 3 from them.
Yeah.
Sweep the A's. Here comes Miami again.
The big series is going to be that Atlanta one, and I'm going to be out that Saturday game.
Should be good, and then take care of the Nats.
Yeah, I think the Braves get the Mets as their last series, and then the Mets get Washington afterwards.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
His parents love Berger or something. Who? Jake Berger? That's his last name is Berger, not his first name. His name's not Berger Thompson. Seattle run line only today, Ryan, for me if I'm doing my guy Logan. I want to say under again, but again, did not bet it. Like Seattle run line. I'm with Tim on La Tech.
Let's get it.
How can you not like fries? Yeah, I'm not a fry guy, bro. I'm not a big potato guy. I'm a fat picky eater. I'm not a big fry guy.
I will say,
if I do go out to the diner or whatever, I get like a turkey club or something. I get fries. I need my fries well done. I don't like
crispy. Yeah.
I need them well done.
And the fries are good for about 5 minutes while they're hot. Once they get cold, not good.
Well, I could cool them. I like them a little hot because I could dip them in my mayo to cool them down.
Mayo, really?
Bacon. Right, get out.
Come on, dude.
Can we put Raymond in a timeout? No bacon.
I could. We could. Oh well, yeah. I
We're
could.
always angry.
Put user in timeout. I could. 5 minutes.
He'll miss the freeze.
Taking a shot with you would be back in time for the freeze.
Williams to win. What are we talking about here? Who's Williams? Serena Williams?
U.S. Open.
No, tennis. I don't know. Dave, how are you today? Like the Tigers money line under points. Penn State, Louisville -3. So Tigers money line. I like Logan Gilbert, so I'm gonna say no. I would be a run line. But it's so hard for me to say that to you, Dave, because normally you're like coming in saying let's take every favorite on the board. So the fact that you like a dog, I guess I'm rubbing off on you. I did not play this game though. Under Penn State, I bet with you, and I have it at the 54.5. Louisville minus 4.5. What worries me here, and I like Louisville, right? I said I kind of like them as an over when we did the ACC show. I like the quarterback, maybe a quiet Heisman guy if he has a monster year, right? We've seen quarterback carry his teams. This was like a 1.5, 2 opener, all the way up to 4.5, past the 3. Syracuse plays decent defense, right? So my concern is that this is a late game decided by a field goal, and then you end up losing. I do like Louisville. I can't do the 4.5 because the values it was a 1 opener. It was a 1 opener, 1.5. I don't know the rotation. I gotta find it because this is in number order, not time order. Here we go, Louisville. It was a 2.5 when we did the show last week. It was a 4. Now it's a 4.5, and yet the total from a 59 to a 58 now to a 56. That tells me Syracuse is a live dog here.
Cuse, baby.
Hopefully they lose though, because I want a Louisville total ticket here. I like Louisville this weekend, says Rick. I like Louisville too. I mean, but the 4.5, I'm a little worried. Right, lock of the day, Rangers money line. I like Glenn Otto. I'm not saying no. Rangers with the steal of a deal because they traded away Joey Gallo and got Glenn Otto for him. O's brought up Hall and Henderson, signed Aguilar.
And Gunner comes into the league. First hit is a home run.
Home run.
Good for him.
They do have some young players. I'm just saying, Bieber's pretty good. Both teams have gone under 9 to 10. I would just be leaning under here. I'm not looking to bet a side in this game. Although taking a 160 dog on a playoff teams, I'm not going to say no. Why would I say no to that? Got to love the fries. I'm not a fry guy. Again, occasionally I'll eat fries. Like my wife will do twice baked potato. That's good. You do twice baked potato, I'll load it up. I'll put some cheese in there, melted, whip it together with some pepper, sour cream, whatever. But I'm just not a fry guy. But I love bread. Like I'm bad. That's why I'm a fat guy, because I like bread. Bowling Green's at 24.5. I like the Bee Gees. We got them here in the chat. The other day was 23.5, Rick. I put the lines out when I do the show, so they could be a little different by game day. Because look at some of my lines here that I got. So the lines do change. And for the show, it's tough when I do like the records, like the 0-3 last week college football. Well, you know what? I had Illinois under was a winner for me. In here though, I try to put up the most recent totals of the day. But in this case, when I'm putting games out on Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not like Saturday. These lines can be different, and people will be like, "Oh, how did you get that line?" I get people message on Twitter like, "Oh, you put out fake lines that nobody can get." I'm like, "Well, Dingleberry, you got to come into a show that's on every day, and you see me put something out on a Monday or Tuesday, a week ahead of time." These totals, these games rather, that are all scrolling, they're not going to change. That's what they are. Old Dominion can go to plus 42. You know what? We got 7.5. Bowling Green 23 could go down to 10. It could go to 50. The line's what it is. It's kind of like we put the baseball games up earlier. Obviously, like an hour early. I get these. I don't put them up the second I do the show. So sometimes the lines move. Hopefully, it's for the best. Sometimes it's not. It happens. Play under Penn State up to 51 after that layoff. What layoff? The fact they haven't played in a year? That layoff, Dave? I got a 54.5, and I'm hopeful for Penn State to win this one 24-20. I'll take it. Baltimore run line a little. Listen, Brett. Baltimore, I believe, and Tim, correct me if I'm wrong, aren't they the best run line team in baseball? The fact that they were supposed to win 50-something games and they've won 70. So
84-45 to the run line this year, according to covers. Now, fabulous. That's a combination of both plus and minus run lines. And I believe, yes,
But let's be honest,
they're better than the Dodgers on the run line.
They're more of a plus 1.5 than a minus 1.5 team. They might be a little minus now as they've gotten better by August. they still haven't. I mean, at the All-Star break, you could still have made money on this team on their team total over. They're expecting like a 1-20 run. Take a shot with the O's.
they're the
They
best
could make the
team.
playoffs. They can make the playoffs. I'm not gonna say no. My thing with the plus running 1.5 though, Brad, is like if I think it's going to be a 3-2 game, like it's going to be a low scoring game, right?
Yep.
Why not pull out the 3-2 win and take the 160? But I mean, obviously, I think it's a big difference between Bradish and Bieber here. So, I mean, I don't hate it. Tim, thoughts on the Mets? You talk about. He's got the Mets to sweep the series. He was, Mets every game.
For me, I've been high on Bassett all year, and Kershaw is coming off of not pitching since the 4th, almost a month now. I know the Mets struggle against lefties, but plus money. I remember when we looked up lines because both of us had to do picks and parlays videos yesterday.
Yep.
The Dodgers were minus 170, and now they're sitting at 130, and I even see some 125, 128, stuff like that. The lines dropped down that much. I don't know. It just seems like a weird spot. I like the Mets today, yes. But I like the Mets every day, so that's not really.
Well, that's what I said when we made the show. I said, I'll take a shot.
It's plus money at home.
Plus 135. Guy off the IL. Worth a shot. Both teams not hitting. Why not? But again, with the why nots, you don't have to bet it here. You don't have to.
And I will say the Mets are my only baseball play today because I have 5 different college football plays for today. So.
And for me, I went under on the videos. I got no baseball. I got no baseball today. So all my college football.
We're both happy.
No. And I should be freezing in a second, so maybe I should make some kind of weird face.
Yes, make a weird face. Come on. We're waiting for it. We're waiting. Anyone? Bueller?
I'm trying to think what should I do. No, that'd be funny if I do something like that. It totally freezes. Like I can't. Here we go.
Well, now that we're all anticipating it, it's not going to happen. Oh, nope, it did. Right as I said it. All right. Woo! Right as I said, we're all anticipating it. It's not going to happen. Bang. It happens. It happens. No problem, Michael. No problem. Robert says Kershaw scheduled for 4. Exactly. And yes, the Dodger bullpen is good. I'm not saying the Dodger bullpen is not good, but at that point, I would trust Bassett. That's going to go 7 innings today and give up a run, if that. Who do I have in college football tonight? I have the under in West Virginia and Pittsburgh. I got that one at 54. I have the under in Tennessee. I got that one at 68. I got Purdue plus 3.5. I know it's me. I'm on La Tech, and I took a crap ton of points with New Mexico State.
Right on cue.
Yeah, I said, well, now that we're all anticipating it, it's not going to happen. As I finished my sentence, it happened. So that was hilarious.
Oh, man.
We all had a good laugh. We appreciate being able to make fun of you.
That is unbelievable. It is. What the hell is that? What?
I have no clue, but it's funny, and it's every single day.
Look, I mean, let's forget about. Look at this whack job. Look at this whack job coming in here. Fresno, Cal Poly. Really, Mike?
That's a 40-point spread. Come on, dude.
Really?
I will say, okay.
After Fresno wins, they go. After the Fresno wins, they go to a high school party. Is that what they do? I don't know.
So when we started up the ESB show, Nick puts his plays in the scroller. As the intro is going, I see Nick have Tulane or Tulsa, somebody Toledo minus 47. I unclicked him. I go, sorry, I cannot take you seriously.
Now, can you make money on?
Yeah, he can. And he's got a bunch of FCS schools. Like he's got the Citadel today, and he's got this, that, and the.
I mean, I understand. I just
can't do it.
Plus money on a freeze. You'll never get plus money. The freeze is always like probably a minus 185.
That's it. I think that's worth the juice.
Probably, right? I mean, it should be in the 320 range.
Probably.
Okie. Now, I got CMU. I lean CMU. I like the under just based on one. Yes, Oklahoma State's a defensive first team. They got to replace some parts. CMU is going to run the ball. They're going to run all day long, drain that clock. Now, should the Cowboys still win this? I don't know, 38-14 or something along those lines. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. They're a better team, right? Should be right around a 20-point game. I just think under first. Again, I did that video back with Detroit Lenny, Brent, on a couple weeks ago. I like the under there. I still like the under first. And I just lean there because of the rush attack. Now, CMU did lose some linemen. That being said, is that the only reason this kid led the nation in rushing? They get another guy back who's a 1,000-yard rusher, I think 2 years before that, pre-COVID. We know what you're going to do. Running, again, under for me. Turn that clock. Let it burn, burn, burn. Wake and Okie State. Who's Wake got today? Is that some kind of subdivision game?
Yes, Wake gets VMI.
I get home late. I want to bet a little at a game. San Jose State and Fresno games will be on local TV. I understand that, but a game like this, Cal Poly. Now, if it was basketball, I'd say let's go a little Cal Poly slow. I get it. Would you do parlay for one game on Thursday, one game Friday, one game for Saturday? I don't like doing parlays any day of the week. And to just do a 3-teamer like that, because it hits today and it hits tomorrow, then what? Then you know what, Saturday you're going to be coming in here, James? Should I cash out? Should I do a cash out? No, you should be 2-0 and just worried about if you lose, you're still 2-1 and up money. Yeah, but they're still defensive first team. That's still a defensive team. And you're not playing Baylor in the Big 12 Championship or Oklahoma. You're playing Central Michigan with a rebuilt offensive line who likes to run the ball. You kind of know what you're walking into here. Again, this game here, Brian, only game I have no opinion on anything in this Louisiana State game.
I'm Timothy Earl, and I approve that message.
I mean, they got a new coach, and Missouri's a team that can't stop I don't even know. What's real simple to stop? QB out for Wake Forest. Yeah, he's been out the entire season. He's not coming back for a few weeks. Yeah, James. I mean, if you like something today, just bet today's game. NC State over ECU.
Go Pirates, baby! I'll be at the game, so.
Listen, I'm like, what? What? You know? Hold on. If you're not gonna be here, who's gonna save the show when I freeze at 11:46?
You'll just come back in.
Oh my goodness! All right, we're gonna have to have a guest host come in. We need somebody from the chat who's gonna come in. Who's the guest host? I like NC State, but this is a let's see if they live up to the hype. I should say, like Penn State. I got Penn State. Are they gonna live up to the hype? We're gonna find out.
But it is tough to go into Greenville and do all that.
Sparty, yes, I got Sparty at 18. So, real fast. Morning Wood coming up next. Today, Mets under. College football today, Oklahoma State under and the Pitt. And games I already bet. Pitt under, Vols, Penn State in the under, Mini under. Friday, again. These were all said way ahead of time that I got down on these games. So I know some new people will come in and be like, how'd you get Ohio State at 14.5? Would you buy the points? No, I don't wait till game day. But just to show you where I'm at with ahead of time kind of stuff. Mets, Dodgers, we like the Mets in the under. Whoa, why are you cursing in here, Markel? What's the problem? I like Michigan State with you. I got him. I got him at 18. I'm with you. Michael, have a good one. Stay off that poly game. Just watch the game. It's on TV. throw in some Hot Pockets or some bagel bites or something. Have a soda. Relax. Clemson 22. I kind of like Clemson. Yes, on that's the Monday night game. That offense, that quarterback last year threw for just 9 touchdowns. But the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech, yeah. Maybe an under. Maybe an under first because of them trying to work out some pieces on offense. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you on Clemson. All right. Let's say tomorrow's Friday. Why does it feel like tomorrow's a Saturday already? You know what it is? Because my son played a game, and usually they play Thursdays for freshman and JV now. Usually they play Thursdays, and they played a rare Wednesday game because it's a holiday weekend, I guess. All right, we're out of here. I'll see everybody tomorrow with Tim. We have Allie up next. It's not coming up. There you go. What do we got here? Final comment. Clemson is overrated for Miz. I believe so. I'm not a big Clemson. I like to see how they do before I lay, 3 touchdowns with them. All right. Back. Football Friday. Take it easy.